Alright, quick little project today. I've got these little aluminum rails that I've been using as a lumber rack. I'm gonna zoom in over there. They work, but I'm starting to quickly find the maximum capacity, so I think I'm gonna replace them. So here's kind of my idea. I'm gonna have a 45-degree 2x4, gonna have a 5/4 deck board on the top and another 2x4 here, and then that's gonna all mount to the stud. I'm gonna take that 5/4 deck board and notch it into the 2x4 stud, so that'll give me some extra strength. That'll keep the weight from pulling out because I'll attach it there, and then that will be attached to this 2x4 and that will be held up that way. I think it makes sense. I'm gonna give it a shot. And there's the reason I need some additional storage. I've got some 2x6s and some new cedar fence boards that I don't have any room for. My walls in here are not 8 foot. They are 8 foot tall, but to put things inside the little cavity needs to be less than 8 foot tall. So anything longer or at 8 feet needs to go up on the lumber rack. So that's what I'm doing today. Plan now is to make a notch about the size of a 2x4. So I've got this offcut here, and I'm going to use that to make a template. Test fit. So it's a little sloppy. We could probably do a little better, but yeah, that's what we wanted, just a notch. So it'll sit on the 2x4. Cool. Bandsaw's fun. So countersunk all the holes, drilled all the way through, so now I can put 4 nice 3-inch screws all the way through this guy. That'll keep it from pulling out. All right, so I just cut this at 24 inches or a little more than 24 inches, this diagonal here. And I went ahead and attached this piece up here, the main brace part. I did a kind of a angled pocket there, toenail, toe screw, whatever you want to call it. And then I went ahead and did the 4 screws at the top up here. And man, I gotta tell you, just with this, I can almost hang from it. So my initial plan was to do 2 of these guys, and this is a little bit of a warp board, but it's gonna work fine for bracing. Honestly, I think 1's gonna be enough now. So I'm gonna roll with just putting 1 up. That way I've only gotta cut 3, and I think that's gonna work fine. Okay, here we have it. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. I had to bury this one to get it to sit flush on the post, and it even passed through a little bit. That's okay. I just hung from it, 250 pounds. So yeah, I think 3 of those will do just fine for anything I can put up there. Okay, I went ahead and tapped the screws in, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it up. So I'm not using any measurements, I'm just getting it up as high as I can within that little groove of the wall. And that's gonna be just fine. Alrighty, there we have it. Going up split out from over drilling that screw right there. But we have a lot of wood sitting on that now. These are from my grandma's deck that were replaced when they were rotting boards, and then they replaced the whole deck and got rid of those, so they came to me. But yeah, I still have some boards that would not fit up there. And I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, but I went ahead and put the 2x4s on this outside one because I was starting to get worried about the weight. But I'm gonna go outside and check to make sure I don't see any bowing on these boards. I don't think I will. But yeah, I'm happy with how that turned out. I think it's gonna be really strong. Let me know if you have any comment. All right, I'm outside and I'm looking at where that stuff is mounted, and I do not see any noticeable bowing of any kind. Put the camera up a little bit higher above my head, and I still don't see any bowing, so I think we're good.